So sorry for the delay. So we got some technical difficulties. People that do this, they know all about that. So we do apologize for that. But first and foremost, I just want to welcome everyone to America's Mind, and I am Christopher Barris. And to my left, Mr. Williams, Jamal Williams, and to my right, Miss Randy Williams. So they're gonna be working the kinks, working out certain things, stuff like that. So I just got put on the spot like that. So that's how the show goes. You feel me? So my week has been a tragedy, and I have this right here to show because I am exhausted. We all are exhausted in here, but there's a lot of things on America's Mind. So we gotta get you guys this news. So right at the top of my head, something that's going on. So we talked about Brittany, the WNBA player. She's still not home, believe it or not. I don't know if people don't understand the severity of this, because she's been gone for months. We talked about this when it first happened. I don't know when, a few months ago. And as we know, the WNBA season just started, and they had a lot of tribute t-shirts and things like that for her, and she's still not home. Yep. And there's a lot of allegations. There's a lot of he say, she say. There's a lot of actual but no factual, on what's going on with her. So I pray that she gets home soon. So because like I stated before, that this is like one of the top 5 best WNBA players in the league today, and possibly in history. So this is a really, really big story. So we'll try our best. We're super busy, all of us in this room, but we'll try our best to get some more info in regards to that. Not today, so unfortunately, if we stumble on something today, we'll share it. But for right now, that's what's going on right now. And I know also too, just some more things on America's Mind, things like that. The sudden death of Kevin Samuels. So that's still, I know that it's been a week, I believe, and I know it's a lot of he say, she say, a lot of things going on in that. Very very sad, very unfortunate, and very subtle. And suddenly, excuse my wording, just very all of a sudden, the death of him at, I believe, at 56 years of age due to, I guess, cardiac arrest, unfortunately. So, I actually had put a couple of things on my Twitter, was kind of talking about that, because there's a lot of people that are pushing the envelope with this guy, meaning, saying lots and lots of things. And at the end of the day, this was a family man. And at the end of the day, this was a hardworking man. And at the end of the day, that he was a loved man. And for this to just happen all of a sudden is very, very unfortunate. And just for the people that have been really tabooing his name and blasting him and talking lots and lots of gibberish about him is very unfortunate. Because see, here's the thing, without a shadow of a doubt, if he was still alive, I know that these people wouldn't say the things that they are saying about him, because this gentleman will send you a link. He will send you a link. Hey, I read your comments. I heard what you said. Come on the show. We're gonna be like that one day. I'm for the smoke all day. So it's just it shows me. I don't mean this in a mean way, disrespectful way. It shows me how pathetically weak individuals are. Because if that's how they felt, they had more than enough time to rebuttal and speak their opinion. He wasn't just on, I don't even know when he was airing on the regular. I think he was airing twice a week. I'm not sure. Don't quote me like that. But he started getting on different networks like Instagram and Facebook and other things. And so he was always having conversations with people. So this guy he could be reached. And people chose not to. People chose to duck the smoke. Then when something happens, and then everybody wants to badmouth and thank God this and thank God that. Thank God that he spoke the truth. Like I don't get it. One of the sayings, the truth hurts, right? Mm. The truth hurts. If people don't want the truth, which has me go into another thing that's going on in my mind. As you guys can see, I can ramble all day. I got tons of things that's going on in this head of mine. And it also just, with that being said, shows me how this world is very complex and very what's the word I'm looking for? Like, this is a wonderful time that we're living in, with technology the way it is, with advanced medicine the way it is, with certain things the way it is. It's a wonderful time. Still not better than the 90s, in my opinion. But it's a wonderful time. But then this is like the worst time, because you just can't keep it real. When has keeping it real become a problem? Like I'm on this platform or on this network, and it's like I could say the wrong thing right now, and that's it. And it's like, when have we become to that point that we have moved so much further? I'll break it down to a simple form. We've moved so much further in communication. Let's just talk about that word by itself. I could call grandma on the phone and get a video of her, and she could be anywhere in the world. I could text her, email her. You get on the internet, it's like that. There's no dial-up. There's none of that. It's none of that. You know what I mean? We passed that. We're so advanced in communication. Our phones can break down different languages and everything like that. Right? Mm-hmm. Right in our fingertips. But we can't keep it real with one another. How do we get there? We are light years ahead of communication. Like, remember this first cell phones? First cell phones was like a brick of I don't know if I can use that word. So like a brick. Y'all fill in the blank on that. But first cell phones like this big. With like a thick wire that was like this big. So like all together, dude, it was like you had a phone with a wire that was like easy, probably 2 feet long, like, and now cell phones are as thin as a piece of paper, but we've came from that, carrying a cell phone that big. And then remember the cell phones that were only like in the Mercedes and an Lexus, the car phone with the scrunchy cord. I just thought that was the best thing on earth. You got a scrunchy cord connected to the receiver, you are getting perfect reception. Like, you know what I mean? We've came from that point to that. These cell phones and things are so great and fabulous, but we cannot keep it 100 with each other. We stated opinion, and then depending on who you're talking to or what you're talking about, then you're blackballed or tabooed. And that is that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like we just had a conversation, we're talking about networks, like, would it be a perfect network? And I'm like, I wish. There's some that's probably close, but true, like, you say what you want, like, I don't know. You can't even have a phone conversation these days, like. everybody works like the FBI. Everybody works just like the feds. You know, you can say I can have a conversation with him. You know, we could be talking about anything, and it's like if he wanted to turn me in on something silly, it's like it probably would work. They would actually probably come and maybe question me. Like, hey, he said this. Like, oh, what? Really? We'll check it out. Like they'll send an actual car and a body out here to like check out some silly stuff I said on the phone. Like,
so then the answer is to get away from the phones entirely for a certain period of time.
you know what? That was. I'm pressing pause because we was just getting the word to freeze. I'm back now. Okay. So yeah.
So it was the best time when we didn't have phones so readily available.
Like, I can only speak for myself. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 24. So like if you couldn't catch me at home, that was it. Like I was out and about. Like I was working, I was in school. Mm-hmm. I was doing something like all day, every day. And like a phone, just I didn't need the distraction. You know. And like you get work done. Like there's like when you think about jobs and their policies, right? Like there's a lawyer that had to write this in a policy about your cell phone. Can't be on your cell phone while you're on company time. Or you can't text on company time. You can't do this on company time. And then what do you see, like, especially girls, unfortunately? And when you see them doing, like, you know, pictures like this in the bathroom. At work, girl, you know, work selfie, sneaking a picture in the bathroom. Then getting upset when they get caught by HR. Oh, you're on your phone. No, I wasn't. I wasn't at my desk on my phone, literally. Like, that's the women's bathroom at work. Well, I was on my break. Oh, okay. Well, where did you punch out? I can't go to the bathroom. Well, yeah, you can, but clearly. You wasn't using the restroom, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But in my personal opinion, you know, cell phones are they're a great communication tool since we're kind of talking about communication and things like that. But it was like with me and Jamal when we were growing up and stuff like that, it was like, you know, you went to the person's house, you knocked on the door. Like our parents are kind of still in that. Mm-hmm. Whereas like if they don't hear from certain people, it's like, well, where are you about to go? I'm gonna go check on Robert. Oh, okay. Why you just can't call him? I called, he didn't answer, so I'm going to his house. I'm gonna knock on the door, see if he's good. You know, us, we won't do that. Like, well, I called him once. I texted him. He read it. He didn't respond. So I don't know. And so it's like, you know, like, yeah, cell phones are a big problem with this. Now, when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. And what I hear you saying too, Chris, the loss of community, right? Like, why wouldn't you go check up on your neighbor?
Unfortunately, yes. Mm-hmm. Like, I ramble back about this book that I was gonna write. I have a rough draft of it in my old phone, but one of the many chapters that I had wrote in there that technology is ruining humanity. Mm-hmm. And really brief, just what I was talking about was that, you know, everybody will do everything else around the spectrum of communicating with the person, but not directly just talk to them. Like a person will email, text, FaceTime, call someone else, call you on Instagram, call you on TikTok, every possible way, instead of just actually just going to your house and talking to you and sitting down with you and conversing with you. And, you know, it's like, how do we get to this point?
Yeah.
You know, like my good buddy Mike, you know, he's like a brother to me and stuff like that. It's like, you know, like he would like just come to my house, come over my house, you know, at random times. If he didn't hear from me a couple of days, he's, I'm gonna just pull it up on you, see what's up with you. Okay, cool. And then it's like, if I wasn't busy, it's like, okay, you know, you want to play a game or something? All right, come on. We get a couple games in. All right, cool. You know what I mean? And it was nothing. Vice versa. But, because, like, you'll see this, like, going into the relationships now, as you can see people were moving on. So, going to the relationship fashion now, when they used this quote for Dr. Laura, when she was talking about relationships and wanting to see the dynamics of how the relationship was going, the first thing she said was, oh, pull out your cell phone. And then look at your call logs and look at your text messages with the person that you're in love with or whoever. And then you'll be able to tell the dynamics of which your relationship or situation is going. And you got some people that like don't communicate at all.
Oh, wow. Even through the cell phone.
Yeah. Or they communicate just through the cell phone when they don't talk to each other in real life and they live together. You know, like they can be in the house all day and it's like as soon as the husband walks out the door, then it's like ring, 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 text, 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 ring, ring, ring. Like, wait, you could have talked to me when I was in the room. Don't text me and call me when I leave the house. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Like one of my friends was going through that. My kid's mom used to do that to me. I used to irk me. Please don't text me and call me when I walk out the door. Because when I go in my car, my mind is preset on certain agendas. What song am I listening to? You know, let me roll my window down. Am I running AC? You know, okay, cool. I don't got the kids in the car, so I can play my Biggie. You know, I can play some Tupac, I can play some Jay. You know, I don't have to put on Kids Bop.
Oh, I believe you can.
You know, you know, I don't have to listen to Kids Bop. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. The last thing I want to do, and I'm bumping the song and I'm cruising. You know what I mean? Now I ain't gonna front. Us men, we'll milk it. We'll milk it. You know, we'll take 30 minutes to get some milk. We'll take 45 minutes to get some cigarettes. I ain't gonna front. And women will think or assume that, oh, you must have hit her up on when woo 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 or this and that.
You're ignoring us, Chris.
And it's like, nah, like, look, I just wanted to maximize the time, like, because I can't leave out the house for no reason, right? I can't just walk out the door for no reason. So, you know, it's not saying that we don't want to be in the house. You know, we just want to enjoy the fresh air. I'm a guy that loves to drive. I'm not gonna lie. So, like me, it's like I want to cruise. I want to hear about 5-6 songs before I pull up to the house, and then I'm like the master of just sitting in the car, letting it run, and bumping, you know, 2-3 songs.
All right, I think I'm on.
Hey.
Nope, not quite.
Okay. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, those are the things like that I'll do. You know, everyone's not like Mr. Bear, so you know. But you know, I ain't trying to give no guys no bad ideas. Oh man, look, I just listened to 6 songs. You know, a guy told me to do it. You know, like James, you were gone for like 5 hours. You were just supposed to go bring me back some tampons. It took you 5 hours to come back. Like, what kind of 6 songs are these? You know. You must have been listening to rain sound songs, like them songs. They're not even songs, but those are what 8 hours a piece. You must be listening to some rain sound stuff because you was gone for a while. But Jamal, you on? You here with us? Welcome, welcome. So. Hey. So look, this is the smart. So. This is the smartest guy I know right here because he been working the kinks and getting it correct. So like I said, praises to this man here. I just show up with dibble jabble and gibberish, and I try to make it make sense. I try. So. And Randy, with this coffee that's been saving my life. Thank you. Because I was a dead man when I walked in, not the Undertaker, but like a zombie that was lifeless and I was just moving. So thank you so much.
Oh, give me one more second. I just got a recommendation.
So as Jamal is doing the more tech stuff and things like that. First and foremost, so we're up to close to 50. So I always want to acknowledge that. So thank you guys for the love and support. Please click likes. We're not begging for likes, but we're forcing likes. Okay. So no, I'm playing. But as we all are growing together, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. These two work very hard off the clock. So I thank you guys. So and we're moving along. We're close to 50. Hopefully get to 50. Knock on some wood. I don't know. Maybe we'll get 50 this week. Thank you. And please, I encourage comments too, please. If I'm saying something or talking too much, tell me to shut up. Put it in a comment. And things like that. And for those that that know me from other networks and things like that, every one of my networks connect to this. So I would love for everybody to engage in this. I will go live on other platforms to convince you to come to this one. So, I don't want to do that so much. Like I'm on TikTok live now, thanks for those that are watching right here behind the scenes, all this good stuff. So, but, I'd encourage everyone to, on my main page and stuff like that it connects you straight to here. And we try to be on time, but because we's black, we start on black time. I don't know if I can say that. Is that racist? That's racist. Okay, so scratch what I said that I use the word we. So we start on black time because we black. Because black folks don't never do nothing on time. Kinda. I got a buddy. He is always late. I want to put his name out there. We ain't talking that much right now, but I love him. But Kerry Golden, oops, I'm sorry, is always late.
He said his first name.
Ferociously late for everything. Everything. I'd be like, bro, his have you ever, what's you like when you're waiting for somebody to pick you up? And what's like the number one word that you say to get them off of you? Because they'll text you or call you. Hey, where you at? I'm up the street. Oh, bro, I'm on my way. I'm up the street. I think Jamal hit me with that one time. We're on our way up the street. And it's like, by this time...
Familiar. Sounds like me.
It was like a good 40 minutes later. I'm like, what kind of street is this? It's just like, look, respond just so okay, we're on the way, leave me alone. I've done it before too, where I'm like, hey, okay, I'm on my way, I'm up the street, and then I'm walking to the car. Like, I'm not even in the car yet, but I'm on the way up the street. But yeah, so that's kind of like us.
Yeah, basically.
The countdown. Look, people been complaining about the countdown. The countdown was 3 minutes, then it went to 1, then it reset again. I'm like, okay,
that's not true. The countdown started at 15 minutes.
At all, you put me in all kind of hot water behind.
Yeah, the countdown started at 15 minutes, Chris cussed me out.
No, no, no.
I was like, all right, it's
No,
fine.
everybody yelled at me. They was like, 15 minutes? What? That's long. I'm
That's
like,
like to go get your popcorn, go get your drink, your glass of apple
they
juice or whatever.
was like, it was mostly women. They was just like, no.
Oh, y'all can't talk. Women can't talk.
Yeah, they really
Let's not
can't
talk about them getting ready.
for what? Give them a day and it's still not enough. No. Then if you no. Here's how you.
When we going somewhere, I wait till
Uh-oh.
she like basically just gotta put clothes on before I even start getting ready. Before I even get in the shower.
Wow.
Cause she go do hair, makeup, and she don't even wear like a lot of makeup or anything. It just take whatever she
And
do
we
with
could've
makeup.
just got
It's gonna take
the
forever.
look on her face.
She barely wears makeup. I think she put on like the minimum stuff, but I know it's gonna take an hour to do all these things. So I wait for all that to be finished. I'll go hop in the shower, put clothes on, and be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, we. Oh my gosh! Yeah, man. Yeah,
Not saying I'm the prompt one either. She's still the prompt one. I'm just saying when we going somewhere together, I wait till she's finished doing her thing.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Surprisingly, with me, I'm actually the one that takes the longest to get ready. Like I
don't
have
believe that. What you be doing?
I have a prep that's like long. Like with me and Ty were together, she would complain to like her people about me. Like we'd be coming late and she would, it was Chris. And like, what? It was like, this guy has a routine. Like Chris easy takes like an hour plus to get ready. And I'm like, no,
What's the routine? Explain it.
so I gotta get the clothes out. Then I gotta iron them. Now during the iron, I'm looking for flaws and blemishes, anything. And then once that's complete, because that's about 20 minutes by itself. Once that's complete, then
The ironing process is 20 minutes.
oh yeah, because look, you got so I had to tone the ironing down. Because look, when you especially you doing creases. So you gotta go first, heat it up, water, then starch. The reason why I use water because I ain't got no time for that starch ruining my life, flaking and putting that clear residue on my stuff. So and you can see how serious I am because my hands are shaking and I'm like, So it's like that, you hit it first, get it warm, then and then you come and then pull down and okay, cool, great. Hopefully, I don't have to go back and do it again. So if the ironing is perfect, it's 20 minutes. Then it's in the shower, and so I use like 2 or 3 towels each time. So I have a towel strictly for my face.
Mm.
So that's hot water, alcohol, and it's this stuff called Skin Tight. And that's just for my face. Here, shower, same routine, usually 3 times, everything. Come out the shower, dry.
What do you mean? Like you wash everything 3 times
Yeah,
in one shower?
yeah.
You gotta go.
Wash off, wash,
This sounds kind of
Rinse.
OCD.
Yeah.
wash, rinse, wash, rinse.
Why is this?
I don't know. Once I get out,
I understand the twice soap. What is it like the 3rd time the charm?
I don't know. I don't know why I do it. I just do it. I wash my.
Is it like each body part, then wash, rinse, and then
No, it's so
you can do
it's,
the whole body at one time, and then rinse?
I do like the upper torso. That's like one. I usually, that's all one movement. Then I'll rinse. Then lower torso. Then I'll rinse and I'll go back up
Do you
again.
use 3 towels for this?
No, so the first towel,
Okay.
the first towel is,
Wait. So you use more than 1 towel?
yeah, I use like 2 to 3. So the first,
I gotta hear this. Hold on.
well, I just said it. It's okay. So look, so the first towel is just strictly for my face.
Mhm.
All the towels are white too.
I can understand that.
Yeah. So boiling hot water, alcohol, and skin tight. So what I wring it out, it burns the crap out of me. Then I, put my stuff in. I kind of go like this, and then I'll just, have my little routine behind the ears, behind my neck, blah, blah. That towel's done. Then I'll get in the shower. It's a brand new towel for that
Is this every shower?
every single day.
Okay. So you don't have a such thing as a quick shower.
No.
You don't have I'm gonna hop in the shower real quick. I can get out 5 minutes.
Mm-mm. I can, but I feel like nothing's done. And then like, so you would think, dang, that's sounding crazy now, because you would think that I would brush my teeth, do all that with the face. No, after that, I go straight in the shower, do my routine. I'll come out, then I'll run the water again. Then I brush my teeth, electric toothbrush, usually 5 minutes doing that. Gargle, dry up, deodorant, lotion. No, Vaseline. I don't use lotion. Vaseline, this, that. Then I'll kind of go like this. Then I have my smell good. Spray. The spray is. The smell good is going on 3 times.
Cologne?
Or some type of something that just smells good.
Okay.
So, first layer on me. I already sprayed. I missed that point. I already sprayed it on my clothes. So that's 2 layers.
You spray it on your clothes before you put them on?
Yeah.
This is not normal, bro. I don't know what's going on. I've never heard anything
So
like
look, yeah.
this. This sounds like, you ever watched that movie American Psycho with Christian Bale? It sounds like, I would low-key think you were a serial killer. Because he was a serial killer and he had this extravagant shower routine. And it's starting to sound like that.
And then, yeah, so then once I do all of that, then I'll get dressed. Then it's like, okay, cool. And then it's like, I'll stand there and it's like, okay, let me get my accessory. Okay, keys, wallet, other set of keys, comb, okay, some money, back pocket, some mints here. Okay, cool. Pocket knife there, if I get this, I carry one. Then I'm out the door, an hour and some change later. And then when I get to the place, once I get there, could I have another bottle of cologne in the car?
You spray again.
So I'll get out, all right, cool. Go like this. All right.
You never smell overly cologne, so that's good.
I think because I do it in layers.
Maybe. I've never been around you and be like, you were.
The funniest thing ever.
That works.
So when I used to work at the hospital, because I have that routine, it is like the dudes. Man, bro, what is that? Dude, you smell amazing. No, not for you. Even though it wasn't like that, it was like all of the guys knew. And I'm like, this is for the girls. Why am I not getting no compliments from them? Like.
Because if a girl compliments you on how you smell, then that's I feel like they feel like they're hitting on you.
And then here's the funniest thing, and then I guess we'll change the subject matter or stuff like that. So I actually wash my hair too, and then it's like, but what hair do I have on my head? I don't have any. But
I understand that. I wash my head.
Yeah, every day I have to.
Not every day.
You use shampoo or you use just the body wash?
I use like the body wash. Like now, I am a little cheap on that. Like I'll get like the 2-in-1, 3-in-1. Yeah, I ain't buying no extra like soap for that.
What do you use, Jamal? Shampoo or do you
Shampoo and conditioner.
Oh, okay.
I low key shampoo my whole head.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll shampoo, and then like beard, and then condition.
What do you use on your beard, Chris? Same thing, just body wash?
I need to get more tight on the oil though. I don't do aftercare.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll write that down. You need beard oil.
I already have some.
Oh, you do.
Oh, dude, what? That look,
I don't do it often enough.
look, he's getting me so worked up. Look, that's the best part when you come out the shower. And you go like this, and the beard is like it does wonders when it's ready.
I'll do it when I'm going somewhere, but like on a regular basis.
Yeah,
I need to do it though because
I won't. No, I'm lying. Yeah, I'll still. Maybe I'll skip like the oil. I don't have any oil now because I think I'm out. But
my shower routine way more simple than yours. If I need to shave, I'll shave first and then rinse and then make sure. I'll probably get out the shower and look in the mirror and make sure it's all. And then I'm gonna check it again after I get out. So I'll shave. Then I'll wash regularly. I'll skip the nasty bits. So I'll wash every other body part first. Then I'll rinse out the towel, do another dabble of body wash, then go front and back. And that's it. I'm done. It's a wrap.
I think I'm just addicted to soap. Like don't give me that what that shea butter Dove. Oh, that I feel like I am the man when I had that on. If I got my hands on that, oh yeah, like that. Yeah, that.
I don't know how we ended up talking about showering. That's it. This is not appropriate. No.
Look, I didn't even say nothing crazy.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Already, all right, good.
Part 1.
So I will allow you to give me my gift.
I actually haven't watched this whole video, so we're gonna watch it together. I watched the first. I think it comes in parts. So I watched the first.
Now, do
part.
we have to not to cut you off? Do we have to talk through it periodically to eliminate the copyright infringement?
It's
and all
not
that stuff?
no, I don't think it's that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could say stop. You want to talk about that or whatever. I think it comes in parts. I don't know. Randy, you watched it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many parts was it?
3.
Yeah, so I think I watched 1 and most of 2 when I was like, "Oh, we talk about this."
Okay.
So, all right. So it's basically, I guess, a woman. The video was labeled "Exposes How Women Cheat." Girl exposes how women cheat. So the title gets it. Right? So let's see how she starts this up.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Part 1. The same way that men go through their kind of hoe phase, like their cheating phase, where they just don't know how to be faithful. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. That little phase that they go through normally when they're young, but some of y'all old motherfuckers go through it too. I don't know. We have that phase too. But ours is so much worse.
Oh, we know.
Because we're going through our phase secretly. Yeah. You can go through a whole relationship with a woman thinking that she never, ever cheated on you.
Shame on him.
And the whole time she was. Because when we do it, we put more effort into hiding it. You'll never find out unless we want you to. If you find out that a woman's cheating, she wanted you to know.
It. Not hiding
I
it.
agree with this. This is easy. The easy explanation for this.
Yeah.
Because men don't really have available sex. We gotta try and get it.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you have to hunt for it, it leaves you open already. You're vulnerable.
And your woman knows.
Yeah, you already got to check
you have
too
a routine.
much.
You have a routine with her. Like, you have a routine with your woman. So it's like if you're pushing her off because you're trying to set this up over here, it's automatic red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it takes, even when both people are, even when you find another woman who is a willing participant, her time invested is still going to be less. It's going to be you hey, what's up? She can be like, hey.
Yeah,
right?
You're going to be willing and dealing.
Okay. You're like, cool. Can we meet up here? So you, even in the setup process, you were doing way more. It's too obvious. Women, she tried to make it, and I agree with her, she trying to make it sound like they more slick. They just don't have to do anything.
Well, because they're
when they wanna smash a dude, it's really like a text come through, and that's it.
well, yeah, they put themselves in a situation like we talked about before. What type of deer do you want to be? A deer that wants to be hunted, or a deer that knows it's hunted? So when they make up their mind that, oh, I want to be hunted, then of course there's plenty of wolves out there.
Yeah.
Well. Okay.
And so maybe she's not thinking about it like that. I think she's painting it as if
women
are way more slick.
Women dictate sexual contact.
I think women are way more slick because they have that ability to be more slick because they don't have to actually hunt.
But women are going to hate me for this, and I'm going to say it now. This is the reason. Okay. Gentlemen, pay attention. Women cannot multitask. And what I mean by that is that a woman cannot give two men the same energy. It's absolutely positively, she can't do it. So women are going to comment on that, but I would challenge that, because this is how I catch any woman that steps out on me, because she can't do both things. You can't entertain me and this dude. One is going to be off.
Yeah, the scale isn't going to be balanced.
Yeah. And it's up to the guy that's getting the less to adjust. If he adjusts to it, it makes it so more easy. But if he pushes more, he's going to get her to crack.
And if you text her at 10:30, you don't get a response.
Yeah, so then he's going to...
Then you probably
if he presses the issue,
on the scale.
If he presses the issue, because the one thing that like now women are more meticulous, so what they're gonna do, ooh, okay, I ain't trying to screw this up, so she's gonna kick him loose. I can replace that. He's too much liability, so she's gonna kick him loose. Us, we try to make it work, and that's how we get messed up, because we can see the red flags right away. Because we already know the side girl wants to be the main chick. We know that coming in. If she sees her with a main chick, she's going to be like, I want to be like her. And that's all she's going to aim for. And we should just kind of once or twice and then let her go. But we don't. And then it blows up in her face later.
When you say the weed. I think every guy could relate, babe. Yeah. Or every guy who's stepped outside of his relationship can relate to that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to you.
That's why I can't stand behind the whole men ain't shit thing. Because men and women go through that ain't shit phase. Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Part 2. So the reason why we friend zone you is because we are 9 times out of 10 not physically attracted to you.
There it is.
But we know that we can get pretty much whatever we want out of you. And because you are in that phase with us where you're trying to impress.
No, it's true. First 15 seconds, she's realized that.
Oh, you're saying the woman, the first 15 seconds, she realized whether or not she's attracted physically, or
when she meets you in the first 15 to 30 seconds, she has already made up her mind if she's going to do something with you or not. So right. Only how you get eliminated if you eliminate it yourself, or you say one of these red flags that she's like, ooh. So like if you like, as you guys are going down that journey, so I got like 4 kids, 3 baby mamas. Ooh, okay, yeah, he eliminated himself. If he had 1 baby mama, maybe, but he got 3. Nah, so women have their pet peeves on what they'll tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
So, she's right on this, but she didn't give the full. What I just stated, I've heard this from women. A woman told me this.
Oh yeah, I've heard it before.
Yeah, too. First 30 seconds. Same thing with us too.
Just because you actually like us, you'll do pretty much whatever to try to impress us. And we take full advantage. We know we can call you for anything and you will say yes because you're hoping that the friendship leads to something more. I promise you though, it's not. If she wanted to be in a relationship with you, if she actually liked you, that would have been done.
That's true.
All the shit that you do for her, that would have been done if she really wanted to be with you.
Yeah.
And I am well aware that what I'm saying does not apply to all women.
I do girl trips.
Yeah, I agree with mostly what she said. I don't know what this part is.
So this is we won't jump too far ahead because I did see a snippet of that, but yes, being in the friend zone. So typically that's for the guy that's usually like the neighborhood guy, somebody she grew up with, or a friend of the family, or friend of foe, something like that. That's where that guy kind of falls in, to where it's like she didn't really look at him, she saw him, but then over time it turned into a scale. Well, I like the friendship, but then I don't want to jeopardize the friendship for a relationship. If it fails, then I lose both. So then she'll put herself, she'll basically say, well, okay, I'll just pick the friendship first because the friendship could last longer. I could maybe still get
You get still the benefit package for as long without taking the risk.
Yeah, I could get the perks.
Right.
You know, and the perks are only going to be valid. Now, this is what she's not saying. If the guy is sexually attracted to her, he has to be sexually attracted to her. Because I have some friends that are friends and I'm not attracted to them, so that wouldn't fly. So they have to be sexually attracted to them. And she has to know that. Some kind of way a guy will leak that. So that's why guys got to be very careful when you've had a friend that's been around too long, and then you kind of give her that one up, and then you lost. You gave her the secret, like, oh, so he does like me, and then now it's like you're at her mercy now. Now she'll turn on that woman switch on you here and there.
Or why not just be upfront from the jump and say you have feelings for her?
Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of guys don't like to handle or can't handle rejection. Like going after a woman is an ego thing. So like if a woman like tears you down where it's like, oh, you're not my type because you're too short or too light, or you walk funny, or your eye does this, or your teeth or no, you don't have the right shoes, or you don't have gear. Remember that word? You know what I mean? Those are ego jabs that will that are damaging to a guy. We might kind of know that, but we don't want to hear it. And then that's why guys will bottle up their emotions and feelings to not open up right away.
Dudes who have dealt with a certain amount of women, though, I think rejection bounces off them.
Yes and no. Like, I'm 40 and I don't like rejection. Like, that still bothers me now. Like, if I was to shoot my shot at a young lady and she was to just to say, you know what, Chris, this is really not my type, that would bother me.
I haven't been single in a minute, but I remember like at the even around that time, I didn't care that much.
Yeah, like me, like
I was more of like a numbers person. Like statistically, you say hi to 5, you'll get 2.
yeah.
So I didn't mind the 8. No.
Yeah, mine was me. I don't want to hear a no. I'm sorry. Like I feel like I'm not the best looking guy, but I'm not the worst. I feel like I could fit somewhere in a piece. Like that's just how I feel. I feel like I can fit in some type of piece, you know. And
women, I feel like they showed me that they don't really care, or especially like the large group of women. There's some like I married one who are more deliberate about what's going on. But I think when you're in the dating arena, I think women there are just trying to pick who they're gonna hang out with. Yeah, and they're not really thinking about 6 months from now. Yeah, it's just like I'll hang out with you for now. We'll hook up. Like it's that hookup culture that I'm talking about. That's why I didn't mind getting rejected from the hookup culture. That's why dating is crap if I liked the girl, then I was probably less likely to engage with her anyway. Yeah, so That rejection might have felt different.
Because women are savages with that. Like, I don't know if that's like taught. Like, hey, let him know. Like, you know, because I wasn't really out there like that, but I've had homeboys like rip the shreds. Like, girls just would be like, I'm like, oh my God, like, damn, she said that? Like, just vicious. Like, I can't even believe you thought, like, what? Never in a million years I would ever. And I'm like, whoa. Like, that would,
I
like,
never got that kind of
like,
reaction. That would hurt though. Like that was never in a million. You're like, damn. Okay, yeah, that
No,
would hurt.
thank you.
That kind of rejection. That kind of rejection would hurt.
yeah, you know, like,
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna.
You gotta catch up.
You do
So what I mean with it, this is
thing on the trip. And whatever.
one of the Real Housewives chick. What's her name?
Nene Leaks.
Nene Leaks.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen her before.
So she's talking about girl trips. Okay.
Whatever you do, you're supposed to keep it on the trip. Right? You don't come back.
So that's the don't. The don't is whatever y'all do.
Whatever you do. And
Saying does not apply to all women, but if the shoe fits, wear that bitch.
I do girl trips. I love my girlfriends. And I think you do everything on the trip. And whatever you do, you're supposed to keep it on the trip. Right? You don't come back.
So that's the don't. The don't is whatever y'all do.
Don't bring it back. Don't tell.
Right.
You know, if you got a girlfriend that's going and she's married and she's flirting with other guys, let her do her thing. It's not your business.
Ooh.
Don't you go running and telling everybody, oh my God, girl, she was talking to everybody and she knows she's married.
Ooh.
No, the girls' trip, you're supposed to have an amazing, fun time. And what happens on the trip stays on the trip.
Don't worry about my bonnet. I'm about to go to bed. That's why I got my bonnet on. Mind your business.
What is it?
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do a leap here. So look, as a man, when you are doing all of the right things with your woman, and I don't mean sexually, I'm talking about just in the relationship aura. Your woman doesn't want to be around other women. Women don't want to be around other women. Just like men don't want to be around other men. Like, why? Why do I want to leave from my woman to go hang out with some dudes? I don't care to do that. I used to do that. Now, catching up and going out is two different things. Catching up, hey, bro, come through. I'm putting something on the grill. This, that. Bring the kids. As soon as she working, yeah, come on. Yeah, my wife's off too. Come on. You see the difference there? Bring your kids and bring your wife. You come to my house and we'll have a community setting there, right? We don't need to go out as adults, right? We're all adults in here. Do we want to go out to spend money? Do men want to go out and spend money? No. We don't want to spend any money.
Never.
So why would a man want to go out with his friends if everything in my house is what I have and my woman is here and everything else? I don't want to leave. So if your woman has a desire, I'm not even going to put you on the spot, Randy, because I know the answer already. But if a woman is desiring women trips, then that's already a red flag, because why does she want to leave?
I think women are consumers in general. They want to do stuff like that.
But I say
they plan like brunches and whatnot.
No. Because here's the thing. No, you might be right, but here's the thing that women do, and you're right about that. But when they want to do something, what do? They drag you with them.
They try to, anyway.
Yeah. And eventually you're going to do it, because she's going to start dangling some stuff over you. And you're going to be, all right, y'all, I got to log off, you know. She got to take wifey to dinner. All right, bro, man, handle that, man. Have fun. We'll holler at you tomorrow. Because your woman, when she's embedded to you in love with you. You're doing all the right things. You're crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. I don't want to be with a bunch of females because females are what? Messy. So why do I want to be around a bunch of females when I could be around my man, drag him to Target and we gonna shop, drag him to Marshall's so I could go buy something. I'm gonna pick him out a nice sweater. I know I pissed him off today, and I'm gonna go home and cook him a great meal, and I'm gonna do something spontaneous. He don't know that. That's what women, how they think sometimes. So I don't want
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm good.
My bad. Go ahead.
No. So that's my challenge flag on that. Like, if your woman is wanting to have a girl trip, you have to ask yourself why. Because if you can complete everything for her, or at least you should be able to.
I think there's two different kinds of girl trips.
I agree. I'm listening.
I think there's a singles girl trip, and I think there's a married girl trip. One of them, I agree with you. If your girl or your wife wants to go on this singles girl trip to Vegas, I'll be like, ugh. That's a red alert. But if it's like a group of married women and they're like, we're going to, I don't know, pick a cool destination, then it's like,
and that's
that's not as much of an alert anyway.
Yeah. So okay. So then I want to add to the meal. So if
it's like what you were saying before, birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, like
if they take in a one whole friend, even I'll be like, oh.
Or if she's relentless, or she's relentless of going. Because women will fight you for a girl trip. Like, you're getting into a whole argument with your boyfriend, fiance, husband to get on this trip. If you, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's flip it. If I'm trying to have a guy trip and I'm out here got to wrestle.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because I feel like most of the time they don't want to go.
Yeah. If I got to wrestle with my wife or girlfriend to go on this guy trip, then it's like, what is your true intentions? Because you're stirring up controversy and silliness and confusion and chaos at home.
Anytime you got a fight to go on a trip, if you have to fight with your significant other to go on a trip, it's a bad idea to go.
Absolutely, I agree.
Like male or female, if you got a fight with your girl, like, oh, it's all good, why are you tripping? Probably shouldn't go. So just save yourself the headache.
And so if you do meet a woman that going on trips, let's say if she's going on these trips before she met you, so this is a new thing, but I will say this too, this is still a red flag, because if you start doing all of the right things, she shouldn't want to go hang out with a bunch of, I can't say the B word, my mom say I can't curse, but she don't want to be around a bunch of B's. Why? Like, why?
Especially like over days.
Yeah, like,
and usually they in like the same hotel room or on the same floor of the hotel, spending too much time together, fighting. One of them go piss them off and they go get in a fight.
Why be in a hotel room with a bunch of women when you could be there with your man? Maybe he might be spontaneous and get some bottle of champagne and put some fake rose petals and y'all can get it popping for the night. Why would she pass that up to be there with a bunch of chicks?
All right, what we got? We got about 40 seconds. Let's see if we can get through it.
Yeah, that's why I got my bonnet on. My business. But ladies, y'all gonna quit playing with me. When I said, when you get into a relationship, that girls trip and girls night out shit, you gotta dead that. Y'all know exactly why.
Don't talk to
y'all be trying to play this little sweet innocent role like don't nothing happen. Oh, we just hanging out with our girls.
Sounds good. When I read it,
y'all know damn well we be on straight bullshit on them damn girls trips, but y'all try to keep it hush hush from the men so that they don't know, so they think that don't nothing happen. But bitch, I'm telling, because we need to do better. So my statement stands. When your single friends is going girls night out, girls trip, all that shit, keep your ass at the house if you are in a relationship. Brunch and mimosas, shopping, mani-pedis, shit like that. That is your time to shine with your single friends. All that other shit, girl, just stay home.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. They like women go spend money. They go to brunch. And
So Molly, one thing that I'll put a challenge on is that when she said that women need to do better. So this is where I'm going to agree but disagree. So I'm going to go a step further. So gentlemen, men, this is what you guys need to do when you're in a relationship and be real with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, where am I lacking in this relationship? And if you're lacking in a lot of different categories, then you are prone and the relationship is vulnerable for your woman to be stepping out. You know what I'm saying? If you start saying that maybe I could do a little bit more for my girl, or maybe I could love her a little bit better, or maybe I should be a little bit more caring or being more spontaneous. If you start talking like that with yourself in your relationship is suffering. And it's prone to be heading in that direction where girls' night outs are going to be created. Because women are going to vent to one another. Men do too. But women do it first.
they shouldn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they're going to do that first. And then that's when it's going to turn into, girl, you know what? Get dressed. I'm going to call Brittany. We going to go out. Just us three, like how we used to. And it's going to be like new energy because she's going to be like, okay, I'm out. All three of us. And then like the young lady is saying that if it starts swaying in different directions, it's like, oh.
I think women venting to other women, especially other single women, is trouble.
I agree.
I think a lot of the times, especially like depending on how much there is to vent about or how big the situation is, the single chick is always gonna be like,
F that.
yeah,
Because she doesn't understand.
Like she's gonna have all like a pessimist perspective.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
And that's so it's like with me and Randy were talking about earlier about communication, that a person or people will dance around everything else but to directly just talk to the person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you have a problem in a relationship or you're in a relationship, the best thing to do is converse with that individual. I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago about the kitchen table scenario. You know, sit at the kitchen table and hash it out. But there's tons of like signs that men can do to see if they're in a good situation or not. I will say for me, unfortunately, I played a lot of different roles. So when I see it, it's like, wait, hold on. I reverse it. She said that to me because I was that hidden guy. Wait a minute. Okay, that doesn't make sense. You know, women love attention, gentlemen. So if you are giving her attention and she's not giving you the attention back, big red flag. Because like I said, that women cannot multitask. And I'm not saying that they can't handle jobs. What I'm saying is that a woman can't handle and juggle two adult men. It's no way. Because men are what? Territorial. So this guy is pulling like, you my girl, come here. So the two dudes is pulling, what's gonna happen?
dudes know when they're in that situation too. They just don't want to admit it to themselves. Like when you send a text, you know when a girl is, you know when she has you first, or you know, you send a text, you get a text back relatively reasonably time. Could be 2 hours, whatever. It don't have to be right now. But if you the dude that text at 6 o'clock or p.m. and you don't get a text back till 10, and then you get like maybe from 10 to 12, you get back-to-back texts. Then you text again, you don't get another one till 6. Then you text at 6, you don't get another one till 10 next day. You know, like this isn't like
she's already built a mild.
He's built a schedule for you.
Yeah, it's already like
She built the schedule for you because she can't. Yeah, you're right. Like she can't keep her main dude prioritized when she has to be a 24-hour or even 12-hour text back machine for you too.
Well, yeah, I'm like, because like her whole life is set up. It's just like when a guy starts stepping out, you know what I mean? Like you said, we got to put in more energy. We got to put in more effort, you know, and you know, it's becomes too much. And then of course, in the beginning of anything, you know what I mean, you got like the intimacy with a statement. So it ain't like the normal like time. Y'all probably doing the whole enchilada. So it's like that's time based.
You got to prove a point.
Yeah, you know, y'all doing some stuff back you can't remember when back. You laying up, you know what I mean? Y'all afterwards, y'all like this, chilling, laying up. It's it's been 3 hours. Ooh, let me check my phone. Oh my God, I got about 20 missed calls. Uh-oh. Yeah, hey babe, yeah. Oh, you know my phone died, you know. You know, I was at work, you know, man. You know how that boss man be tripping. You know, I can't be on my phone. And she already know. I think women know, like, from a long time.
I remember a chick tried to hit me with that one time. A girl that I was kind of dating, and then I think I was like priority, and then it slipped, and then I started getting I can't text at work. I can't get calls at work. I was like, what?
So I don't want to sound like a relationship advocate or whatever. I don't know if that's even appropriate to say that.
Advocate. A relationship czar.
Yeah. So, like, because see, when I bring it up, people think that I be tripping about, you know, response time and things like that. Because I'm able to like escape my mind and think like others. I'm not saying I'm crazy or anything like that, but I read between the lines because I see people that get in car accidents, people lose their jobs, people run over crap, hit potholes, do all kind of silly stuff to what? Respond to text messages. Like people be doing all kind of stupid stuff to be on TikTok, be on Gram, be on Facebook, texting, selfie picking, sending videos, liking pics, all that crap all day long. I'm a nurse. I see doctors do it. I see nurses do it. I wasn't law enforcement, but you know, worked with them. What do you see cops doing when they sit still? On their phone. At the red light, on their phone. Writing you a ticket on their phone. Like, everybody's on their phone. You see parents with their kids at the park, legs crossed, they're on their phone. But then a person tells you, I'm too busy to respond to a, hey, how you doing text. Really? Really? Like,
that sounds silly in the first place. Nobody does it.
But see, like men and women will pitch that. And then see, if I tell people to trip about that or make a big deal about that, then they'll be like, oh, well, Chris, you be tripping. You know, maybe something came up or this. Okay, so really? Something came up, huh? You know.
No, I think I've tripped on you about certain parts of that. Especially like when you're first starting to talk to somebody. I think I try to tell you to give them like some kind of leeway.
I tried to.
Some kind of space. Because like I don't. I think is if you give them the space, I think everybody has to work their way up to number one.
I agree.
Unless you find a girl that has 0, and then what's the reason?
I have a rebuttal on that though.
All right, go ahead.
So when my personal opinion for guys and girls, when you meet somebody, they're trying to see where you're going to be placed. Mm-hmm. People are single, but people aren't available.
Yeah.
So when they meet,
especially dudes usually ain't single.
Yeah.
I would tell women never. No dude is single. Don't assume they're single.
No women single either.
Especially one that you want.
No women single too.
No women single.
No,
It doesn't spread to them.
Okay, women gonna be mad at me. Every woman
This new culture of
that
modern
is
women,
single, I'm gonna exclude women that are married and fiancés. I'm gonna exclude them.
not women in relationships.
But women that are single, are dating, or in a relationship, like just boyfriend, girlfriend, casual madness, silliness. She got one person in that phone that she knows she can go all the way with.
Oh, the D in the glass jar. Yeah.
No, not the D in the glass jar, but because either the guy's fat, too short, too tall, or not attractive enough, and that's why she doesn't want to deal with him. But she knows if she gives him the opportunity, he'll marry her. She knows that. The movie the Forrest Gump expressed that with Jenny. Jenny knew. She knew. But what did Jenny want to do? Wanted to be a hippie, wanted to do this, do that, do this, live her life. Then it was like, okay, let me get serious, let me buckle down, let me go over here and have the baby with Forrest, and then I pass away. What kind of baloney? Like, what kind of crap is that?
Jenny Forrest was fighting dudes in the parking lot for Jenny too.
Yeah, like
That was funny.
Like, what kind of silliness is that? Like, if women challenge it, I challenge. We can crack y'all phones open on a live network. And I'll be like, oh, who's this? Oh, it's just a friend. Oh. Girl, you know, if you ever just need anything, let me know. Oh, that sounds like good
cool
material
friend.
right
Good
there.
friend.
Oh, but you know, he's just not my type. Oh. But you chasing after this other guy that you know ain't no good for you. You are hoping and trying to conform him and mold him to a guy that he ain't gonna ever be. A Ford Mustang is a Ford Mustang. That's what it is. So if you want Honda Civic, go get you a Honda Civic. You can't get a Ford Mustang and say I want 35 MPG.
There is a group of women that chase after unattainable men. And I don't mean unattainable altogether, just for them. And it's kind of rude to tell them that they're doing that. I'm not gonna give any examples, but just say like a girl who wants a pro athlete, right? Like, we know what pro athletes are. We know their lifestyle. We know their fitness level. We literally know what their bank account is because we can look up their contracts. And then there'll be a girl like, you know, just a regular girl that you'll look at and be like,
no.
yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like, you might get took down, you might get smashed, but what else are you talking about?
And that's how the world has created this mild silliness of that it's okay to be, some kind of way, like you'll get a yes. And it's like, no, let's be honest with some of these people that's just not you. Like, you're not going to be that person. Like, everybody on earth, or everybody that works is not going to be a millionaire. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, but society says, oh, if you work hard, if you do this and plan it, blah, 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 but then maybe one day you'll get it.
It's not just work hard. It's like,
I mean, sometimes you just get it, sometimes you don't, and
Yeah.
that's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. And it's not saying that that's a bad thing or good thing, but it's like it turns into time consuming and time based. So it's like, how much time do you want to sit up here and be? How do you lie to yourself? That's what people don't never put out in the open.
they do for men. Like, if it's a dude who's fat and unattractive, and he's like, fat, unattractive, broke, all the things that men who don't get women are, right? And he's like, I want Rihanna. I won't settle for anything under that.
Yeah.
Like a Rihanna type, Rihanna money, Rihanna looks. We would be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Off top. I think when it's a woman, it's you get more pushback for saying that.
And
I mean,
that's the part. That's the part that makes me angry. That makes me angry, and I don't want people to think I'm hating or creating hate crime by saying that. But that's what angers me about it, because it's like, look, like if you're just not her, you're not her. So why don't you create something else and be the best at that?
I've said it before. Society is created almost entirely to protect women. And so when you become a super successful society where women in general are protected, like there's gonna be women like, oh, women still get raped, it was just such and such and such and such. But I'm like, okay, the numbers aren't like when you go to over there.
Yeah, go to other places. Yeah.
Like, okay, like the number's never gonna be zero, but the number ain't that. Y'all got extra freedom. Y'all can literally go outside to a club in a bikini, probably go there, get in an Uber, make it back home safe. Because there's layers of protection at every level for you.
Absolutely.
So I think in our society, we've gotten so successful that we're starting to protect emotions.
Yeah. And
we're not even protecting physically anymore. We're protecting how they feel. Not just them, like everybody, really.
And that's the part that kills me too, because it's like I get emotions, I get all of that. Like this country is built off of emotions. Like the presidential debate of this last one was based off of emotions. It wasn't even based off of actual factual. I understand that our previous president wasn't the best with his choices
the
of
most
words.
Presidential. That's a good way to say it.
But on a financial level, when you look at on the finances, was exactly what was needed, because our finances are screwed up, and I don't want to turn this into a political thing or anything like that, but that's just an example. Yeah.
Sometimes people appeal to your feelings and it's needed. Sometimes people appeal to reason and they don't care about your feelings. So our last president was like, I don't care nothing about what you feel.
Yeah.
This is what needs to happen.
Period.
Everybody was, not everybody, but people were outraged because they didn't like his presentation. And that's kind of similar to Kevin Samuels, where his presentation was like, oh, you could say that better. You could do this better. But what he's saying is facts. It's true. You can't get mad at the truth just because it's presented to you without a ribbon on it.
Yeah, the truth hurts. That's an old saying. That's why I shared with your wife earlier. You know what I mean? The truth hurts.
Yeah.
If a person was to be all the way truthful about you, there might be some things that you may not want to hear. And okay, but does that make you a bad person? Does that make you worthless or anything like that in life? No. Yeah. It's just that the especially this country is very opinionative, so it's like,
especially when you want a specific outcome and you hear the truth about that outcome and you don't like it,
and when you put yourself on a platform to be ridiculed in both directions, like we're on a platform now, so somebody could jab at me and be like, oh man, that Chris guy is terrible, he doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. Well, if I get in my feelings and get all butthurt about it, then it's like, well, Chris, why did you even come on here and go live anyway? Should have just kept your butt in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, people want certain things, but then they don't want the things that could come with it.
They want to hear everything's gonna be all right. It's gonna be fair.
And life ain't even nowhere near that. Like life is so ferocious. Like there's so many ways to be caught up in so much silliness and like very thin highways of success.
Or what people consider like success. Sometimes you got to temper your expectations of success.
Well, see, you know what? I'm gonna just say this. Remember, like I shared with you before, like why should I be leveled on my success with a eulogy and I'm in a box? You know what I'm saying? Like that's ridiculous. Like that's the type of like thing that they put out here, that your success is based on your overall life achievement. And it's like, look, if you have a job, you are successful. If you're making money, you're successful. If you're out here being a law-abiding citizen, you're successful, because there's people out here that break laws all day. You know what I mean? Like there's no level of success. Like success is what the definition of the word is, but it's not portrayed. It's always leveled or ever always measured in a long gratitude, and that's not fair. It's like we're embedded into that. Like most people, like think about it, like this idea, like if I was to,
I think there's two parts. I agree with what you're saying. There isn't an actual real life level of success, but there's an expectation of success. Especially in the roughest one is the one that people put on themselves, and you can't really get rid of that one. You can but
see,
can trim it. You can do a lot of stuff to it.
But who put the battery there? See, that's the thing.
That would be a conversation, because
that battery is implemented. It's just like remember when we talked about.
I think there are people
like
who are
like thousandaires versus millionaires.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there are people that are born driven, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think there are people that are born with goals.
Yeah.
And
or ambitions, goals, or ambitions.
And I think those people are more likely to achieve success, but I don't think the success that those people achieve are usually surrounded around money. I think it's another goal that just it requires money.
It gets taboo. Like let's look at like a city guy versus a farmer. Like a farmer can live in this 3-bedroom house, have a barn, and he's like, look, I got my 87 Chevy pickup. I got my tractor that's working fine. And we're living here on a farm. We're selling our products. We're making this money. We're great. And for us, we would look at that as, well, what kind of living is that? Or if he's making that much money, why is he in an old pickup? You know, like it's a taboo. And then you have people that put the illusion they're making more money than they are, so then they create this other thing of, will that be overspend on this, overspend on that, and people will put themselves in debt to create an image of something that they're not, you know. And like we fall for that too, you know. And it's like, because again,
we fall for it.
I mean, just saying, like, because we're put into that system to like keep pushing. Like when you hear people, let me see, what's a good example? Like, just in general, everything is always portrayed as more. You know, if I got a Skyline, my favorite car, and
the import or
the American version, and so
I need that the steering wheel on the wrong side.
And so, like, if I buy this car, Nissan's gonna send me something every single year to buy the newest Skyline. I have a Skyline, but they're gonna send it every single year until I die to buy the newest Skyline. But Skyline is Skyline. I don't care if it was a 2008, that's 36,000, 40,000, and a 2019, that's 136,000.
Apple is the best at
Apple
that. Apple will drop a phone every September.
Apple
like,
has single-handedly they have single-handedly ruin cellular.
I have an iPhone. I promote iPhones, but I know what they do. I'm not ignorant to the game.
I don't know if I would be in trouble for saying that.
I also buy an iPhone, and I'll be like, I'm gonna have this one until I can't even turn it on no more.
See,
that's how I keep iPhone.
See, like people that understand the specs of things.
Shit don't be
because you understand the specs. That's why you ain't biting on it. Like people, like for instance, iPhone. People will run out there and buy an iPhone.
They'll go from the 13 to the 13S.
And don't use the features that the new one has. Like I don't care about. Oh, it has a different camera.
I don't care about none of the camera features.
It's still iOS 7. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah. Up until I think within a 5-year period, they all have the same operating system. Then if you got if you got one that's 7 years old, you might have you might have clocked out. But that's on purpose too.
Yeah. We could talk about that for 2 more hours. Cell phones and they silly stuff. Because I had
was master at the game.
Because I had a conversation with my homegirl about that. I was like, how long are you gonna pay for a cell phone? And she's like, "Oh, I need a cell phone." I said, "No, you taking my words as a figure of speech. I'm saying,
you mean that 24-month plan they put you on?
How many years are you gonna pay for a cell phone? Because somewhere in that bill, if you break it down, your $60 of your money is going to the phone. Yeah. And then after 2 years, I did send.
You're like, hey, you were eligible for an upgrade.
Look. This is true story. Then I guess we'll probably wrap this up.
If you trade in your device, you get $400 off. You be like, what?
This is a true story. I had got the Samsung watch.
Wait, let me say this.
Okay.
How do they even work? Like, all right, so I have this phone, right? Mm-hmm. It's an iPhone 10s. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna say. I just basically gave away my provider. But anyway, my provider will say, if you trade in your device, we'll give you $400 off the next device. Mm-hmm. Isn't that like selling my phone? You're not giving me anything. I'm selling you the phone. You're giving me a new one. And they don't even give you the money. What they say is that we'll give it to you over 2 years. Why can't I just sell it to like you? Why can't I just be like, oh, you want, a person? You want I'm selling this phone for $400. It's worth really $5 in the condition it's in. I sell it to you for $4, and I could just put all this money down on a new phone. T-Mobile would be like, we'll buy your phone over 2 years while you buy a phone from us at the same time.
Marketing scheme.
This is an awesome plan for businesses.
Why you think that
don't fall
like Sprint alone is worth what, $1 billion? Like that's $1 billion company. Like I found out their little secrets, kind of like I was hinting to it, and then I confirmed it. So I had bought. No, it was a gift. I had the first Samsung watch. It wasn't even a week old, right? They sent an update. All of a sudden, the watch could last for 3 days. All of a sudden, I'm barely getting a day. And I'm like, what is going on? So I go back to T-Mobile. Yeah, my watch, this, that. So the guy's like, oh, he thought it was an old watch. Oh, well, maybe we'll have to send it in and get it checked. This, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and he did something to it when he was talking. We'll get to that in a minute. And I said, wait, sir, this watch is like a week old. Oh, yeah. Oh, I already did something, but I'm so sorry. Do you want to send it in? And no, it's cool. Just give me back my watch. I'll figure out what I'll do. What he did was that he reset it.
Factory.
So, yeah. So he factory reset it and was gonna. I guess he figured I was gonna say yes to send it in to give me another watch. I'm like, no, it's cool. I'll just keep it. I'll just figure it out. So he's like, oh. So he gives it back. I turn it on, and then I see that it was factory reset because he wants to be booted up again. The watch worked perfectly. So, and then this is when I had the phone with the Note 7, best phone ever created almost. And they figured out what I was doing because I was in there running my mouth. Because they kept trying to pitch me another phone. No, my phone's fine. Well, you know, I said it's fine. I'm hip to y'all updates with the bugs.
This isn't a conspiracy.
Real.
These companies have actually came out and said we underclocked your devices that are older than such and such. Well, their explanation was to keep them running at an efficient level because they can't keep up with, say, the new operating system.
Mm-hmm.
So they make them run slower on purpose so that
and
helps the phone cope with having the smarter brain or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just factory
the
resetting
explanation
my
is
phone.
BS, but they admitted to doing it.
So they must have put me on a special list because they knew that they was like, okay, this guy is not giving his phone up. And I went up north and they sent a last update, and I always deny them. This update gave me no choice. It came up on my screen. I'm like, no, ignore. And it was like, no, update. It went through anyway. And they killed my phone. I went to 5 shops to try to fix that phone. And everybody's like, I don't know, bro. Like, this phone, did you drop it in water? No. Did you burn it? No. Did you put it in the microwave? No. I'm like, no, it was like a perfectly great phone. And and they got rid of it, you know. And I believe that Apple started that because they first did it with their computers. Apple will come out with a computer, they'll update the iOS, but make the hard drive on the old one too small to update the iOS.
Yeah.
So if you are a tech guy, I'll just buy another hard drive and you'll stick it in.
These
and
are
download
secrets,
it.
though. Like, this is stuff that the company they say they do these things after a while, because you know.
Well, I get it. They got to make money.
Yeah,
They can't make nothing too perfect. You know what I mean? Like it's the same with the car I haven't gotten that far yet. I can't afford to send my car back to where I bought it ever.
What do you mean?
I never ever go to the dealer. Like if I hear,
okay.
oh yeah, you gotta go back to the dealer, I'm like, there's nothing you can do. Can I go somewhere else? Like when I had the Audi and it was like, you need to
I'm a little bougie like that where I like going to the dealer.
Ooh, I run from the dealer.
Not okay, so I can go to a place for an oil change, but like if I gotta change like brakes or something, I'll pay the dealer. I don't know why.
Not even sound racist. I'm pulling up at Goldman's Auto. I'm pulling up.
It might not even make sense.
I got my BS Hispanic accent. Hey, my friend, come on, got the brakes, come on, we fix it. No problem. You know what you're doing? Yeah.
I'll get tires from other places.
Tell me that's why I got rid of my Audi, because she was tripping. And when it was like, you need to take it back to Porsche, you give me the A-line name? I don't have a Porsche. I don't want to go to Porsche. No.
Like people telling you to take your Toyota to Lexus.
No. They like, you need to go to Porsche. And so I surfed the world to find a person right underneath.
Right under it. And it's in Inglewood, right off Centinela.
No, he didn't want to deal with it.
Oh, wow.
I had to go way to Beverly Hills. I said, Chris, you don't even make money like this. You bringing your car to Beverly Hills? Like, what?
Oh, snap.
And what did I see? Porsches, Audis, Volkswagens. I'm like, well. And the guy told me, he said, you know what, man?
Audis, those aren't low-class cars.
Yeah.
I don't mean that to insult anybody, but I mean like they're more middle class. They're in the Volvo range.
I'd pick Volvo over them.
I would too, but I'm just saying.
I'll never drive a German car again in my life. No disrespect to German engineering. I am a fan, but I am not.
It's like Audi is in Honda or Toyota. Like, you kind of, I feel like you gotta at least be decent to have one.
I'm like, Japanese engineering will continue to promote and drive they stuff. Something about them that them cars can take.
What about Volkswagen?
That's size German.
I know.
Mm-mm.
They be lasting.
Mm-mm. That's the same motor in Audi. It's that 2.0 twin turbo.
Yo, Volvos last forever.
Yeah, that's Switzerland. They make them. That's a little
that's
different.
not German?
No, that's Switzerland.
Okay. You remember that we used to live, the lady next to me had like a baby blue Volvo.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't remember. But one of our neighbors, I swear though, it's off topic. She probably had that car since I was born till I was having kids. I swear in that car, it just ran all the time.
Volvos, so they consider electric car that made in Switzerland, I believe, which is one of the richest places in the world. Blah blah blah, all that good stuff. No, it's true, and
it might have some rich people in it, but the country ain't rich.
and it's considered an electric vehicle, and so they guarantee like 200,000+ miles for their car, and those cars are built. That's an element car. She's designed to handle the world's elements. And if you get a Volvo, make sure it has a 90 on the back. Don't you get that 70? Even though she's beautiful, you better get that 90. It's a T90. As long as it say 90 on the back. They got 70, 80, and you better get 90. If it say 90, you're good.
All right, people, we got to get out of here.
Yes, because I vowed I was supposed to leave at 10.
Our stream hasn't been running well the whole time. I don't know what it is necessarily, but I will try and get it fixed before next week. I don't know how much it affected the quality. It seemed like did we sound relatively well.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
No, the sound was cool. It was mostly frame skipping.
Okay, so you guys just dark the screen and listen to our words.
Yeah, we were listening to frames. So I don't know. But we'll be back next week. We didn't even finish this video. Is it worth finishing?
We could save it. The birds and the bees is just the top of the conversation. So I'm sure I'll be getting hit up.
I wish we can get in contact with this young lady and have a chat.
Well, let's try to do something Wednesday. We're going to try to do something Wednesday.
Okay.
We'll do the live stream, try to get a guest in or two. So please, people.
Where's Bridging the Gap at? Tell her we'll go early. Come on.
Hopefully she gets, she might, we might be able to do that. And we'll, talk about, we'll ramble some more about that video, but she's right on point.
Bye.
She's right on point. She looks kind of young. She looks kind of young, but she's on point. I don't know why women are upset. Men know this. Men are just silly.
Cause she's telling the truth.
Yeah, but both men and women cheat. See, okay,
that's supposed to
I'm gonna say this, and then I promise we'll be getting off here. So look, here's the difference between men and women when they cheat. A man will cheat with the girl right across the street. That's how Shaggy was able to come out with a song. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? That's how silly men are. We'll go to a girl next door. That's how stupid men can be when they cheat. And a woman will cheat with a dude that lives in Missouri. And she will say, you can only email me. And they will just have emailing conversations until, okay, so your company trip is coming up, right? So she got a whole great plan that, I'm not even taking a girl's trip. I'm not taking a personal trip. This is a seminar for my job. So that's why I'm traveling out this way. And this is where I got to go. And so us as men, my girl, she's on a business trip. Yeah, she'll be back Monday. And remember, what was that movie that had that crazy breakout where the bat PCs had fell in the pig slop, and it was like
super familiar.
And it was that crazy breakout, like airborne thing, and people were like just dying left and right. It was based on a true story and stuff like that.
That sounds like the coronavirus starting in Wuhan. Wasn't they eating bats or something? There was the movie Outbreak. With
I
the
think it was
monkey.
that.
Yeah,
No,
the
not the
monkey.
monkey. No, this one was where it was like a crazy like virus that was like airborne, and towards the end of the movie they realized that it was bat feces that fell into the. Okay, yeah,
Oh, Contagion. Was that Leonardo DiCaprio? Who was in
Matt
that?
Damon.
Matt Damon.
yeah, and then that's when he found out his wife was cheating on him because she was quote unquote on a business trip, and she went out there and got it from him. And then skipped her butt back home.
Yep.
She died. And then that's when they were like, well, how you're getting this is from contact. He's like, well, she wasn't with nobody. She's supposed to be on a business trip. And then that's when they was like, oh, well, oh, she had a friend. Oh, sorry, sir. So that's how smart women are.
Yeah.
Women will go across states to get their fantasy. You know, they'll go across states. That's why it's hard to catch them up. But we exposed y'all just now. So if your girl,
she did it.
if your girl hopping on a charter, you know, you better, I don't know.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna.
Or maybe 30 seconds on this. Just to see what she got to say.
Nice guys always finish last. I'm gonna be honest, there's some truth to that. I want you to really think about this. Have you ever had a girl sit there and tell you how good of a guy you are? You're just so perfect. Any girl would be lucky to have you. Like, have you ever had a girl give you that little speech? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Have you ever sat back and wondered, like, okay, if I'm so perfect, then
Why won't you?
why don't you be with me?
Right.
I'm such a nice guy and girls would be so lucky to have me. So why don't you be lucky?
Right.
Like, be lucky and you have me.
Yeah.
One thing that it could be, not all the time, but it could be this: you're too nice. And I know that is such a fucked up thing to say because you're like, how the fuck can you be too nice? Like, how is that a thing? But females, we have this thing, and it's not right. I'll be the first to say it's not right. It's so fucked up. But we have this thing where if you are too nice, if you have no masculine energy to you at all, if you're just too nice, it's cringy.
No, you gonna get stepped
It's one
on.
of the biggest.
Why this happens? Because you got your salty homegirl that don't want to hear it. She doesn't want to hear that your man is perfect and your life is a picket fence and all the kids and oh he does this and oh girl, you know he cooks for me, you know he rubs my feet from time to time, and it's your hating homegirl that's single, or she's trying to get that, she can't get that, so she's throwing salt and pepper in your game, and so then women want to find a guy that is a little rough around the edges so she can have something to talk about. Because I hear all the time that I was too nice. This girl Crystal a long time ago told me that. Crystal was cute.
I've been told that before.
And I was told I was too nice. Okay, no problem. So then it was one day where we had a little get together and stuff like that, and then Crystal needed a ride home. I said, okay, she can take the bus. Oh, Chris, don't do it like that. Oh, no, remember I was too nice. You know what I mean? Like, that's the most moronic, idiotic thing I've ever heard.
Yo, I'm Jamal Williams.
And I am Christopher Barris.
And we are
America's Mine. Thank you, Randy, again for the coffee, saving my life.